Welcome to my little corner of the internet, where we celebrate creativity and growth. Hello, fellow enthusiasts. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of Wicklow County Football Team. The Wicklow County Football Team represents Wicklow in men's Gaelic football and is governed by Wicklow GAA, the county board of the Gaelic Athletic Association. The team competes in the three major annual inter-county competitions, the All-Ireland Senior Football Championship, the Leinster Senior Football Championship and the National Football League. Wicklow's home ground is Aughrim County Ground. The team's manager is Oisín McConville. The team has never won the Leinster Senior Championship, the All-Ireland Senior Championship or the National League, the only county besides Fermanagh never to have won its provincial championship. Get ready for an enlightening exploration as we dig into crest and colours and understand its role in the broader context. Wicklow's traditional team colours are royal blue and gold. The kits are usually blue shirts, white shorts and blue socks with a gold trim. Wicklow's alternative jersey is white with blue shorts and blue socks. The Wicklow crest features the round tower of Glendalough in the foreground, surrounded by a large W standing for the name of the county. In the background of the crest is a green mountain, representing the Wicklow Mountains, and below is a hand holding a Gaelic football and a hurley and slider. As we progress through this video, let's shift our attention towards kit evolution and uncover its hidden depths. Football kit pattern: LA equal pattern B equal pattern RA equal left arm equal body equal right arm equal shorts equal socks equal title equal original kit. Football kit pattern: LA equal Wicklow pattern B equal Wicklow pattern RA equal Wicklow pattern sh equal added some white pattern so equal 3 striped yellow left arm equal body equal right arm equal shorts equal socks equal title equal 2014. Football kit pattern: LA equal pattern B equal pattern RA equal pattern sh equal pattern so equal left arm equal body equal right arm equal shorts equal socks equal title equal. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of team sponsorship and its fascinating intricacies. Jewel became Wicklow's shirt sponsor ahead of the 2017 season. Manufacturer shirt sponsor years sponsor Rasp and 7 Culspanos Niles Wicklow Goy White Young Green Ballymore Group Brennan Hotels Arco Bay Hotel Jewel. Let's zoom in on history and understand its implications. Wicklow are one of 2 county teams never to have won a senior provincial football championship. The other is Fermanagh. However, Bray Emmets, the leading side of the early years, won Leinster and All-Ireland honours when they were playing in the Dublin Championship. Wicklow were twice proclaimed Leinster champions for short periods. Bray were representing Wicklow in 1889, and when they beat Newtown Blues of Drogheda to 1-4 they claimed that they had won the final of Leinster because Queen's County or Kilkenny had not shown up for a final. But 4 days later the result was quashed. In 1897 they became Leinster champions for a week. A downpour caused Dublin to presume the Leinster final would not be played. Dublin went home. The referee awarded a walkover to Wicklow. But the following meeting of the Central Council ordered the match to be replayed and Wicklow lost by 2. A league semi-final in frostbound 1947 came about in bizarre fashion. Wicklow were picked to represent an unfinished group in which some of the teams have not yet played. In 1954 Wicklow were leading Meath by 2 points after 60 minutes of play, but Meath were saved by the clock. 9 minutes of lost time had elapsed before Meath scored the winning point. After surviving the long count, Meath went on to win the All-Ireland, and Wicklow lost their best player of the decade, John Timmins, to Dublin. In 1986 they pulled off a huge upset, beating newly crowned league champions Laes in the Leinster quarter-final on a scorching hot June day in Aughrim. Wicklow legend Kevin O'Brien scored in that game. However, they were no match for Meath, who knocked them out in the Leinster semi-final. A near thing against Meath, just off their 4 match with Dublin in 1991 Wicklow drew to 1-9 and lost the replay by 3 points heralded a great start to the Ers. But Wicklow's only championship wins since were against Longford and Westmeath, and a 1996 league quarter-final appearance against Donegal, their nearest to a breakthrough. lying in wait for complacent opponents, particularly in Aughrim, for unsuspecting opposition has been the Wicklow trademark since. Exploits included a 1986 win over newly crowned league champions Leinster at Aughrim, and a 1981 defeat by just 2 points against Dublin in the Leinster SFC quarter-final, after a miracle save in the last minute by Dublin's goalkeeper John O'Leary. Get ready for an exciting part as we dive into since 2000. The early part of the Ers were very lean for Wicklow, with them winning very few championship matches. However, they did produce a number of competitive results and were unfortunate in several games. Under the management of Hugh Kenny, Wicklow lined out against Meath in the opening round of the 2004 Leinster SFC. They were playing exceptionally well and were leading Meath by 0-7 early in the second half when midfielder Ciaran Clancy was harshly sent off. This seemed to knock the stuffing out of Wicklow, who never recovered and were hammered. Derry then knocked Wicklow out of the championship in the qualifiers by 2. Against Kildare in the opening round of the 2005 Leinster Championship, they came very close to a first win, leading Kildare, but unfortunately for Wicklow, the age-old problem of not being able to close out a game surfaced, and they were ultimately beaten by 2. Donegal then knocked Wicklow out of the qualifiers, beating them by 2. Now, let's redirect our focus towards under Mick O'Dwyer and discover its significance in our narrative. In October 2006, legendary former Kerry manager and player Mick O'Dwyer took over as Wicklow manager. During his tenure, Wicklow's championship results improved, while Wicklow had shown promise in 2004 and 2005. They suffered 2 heavy defeats in the 2006 championship. In 2007, under Mick O'Dwyer, they played Louth in the first round of the Leinster Championship, taking Louth to 2 replays before finally being beaten. However, later that year, they went on to win the 2007 Tommy Murphy Cup, defeating Antrim in dramatic fashion with a late Tommy Gill goal in extra time, securing the Wicklow Senior Footballers a second ever national trophy and first ever win at Croke Park. As Wicklow were a Division 4 team, they were not permitted to enter the 2007 backdoor. Going into the 2008 championship, Wicklow had not won a championship game since beating London on 8 June 2002, and had not won a Leinster Championship first round proper game since beating Longford by 1 point in 1996. They won a Leinster group game in 2000, but this was the only year under that format. They faced a heavily fancied Kildare in the first round and completed arguably the greatest ever championship win, beating Kildare. This was also their first ever championship win at Croke Park. They went on to lose narrowly to Leinster in the quarter-final. Again, as they were a Division 4 team, they were not permitted to enter the qualifiers, so they went on to try and defend the Tommy Murphy Cup, but ultimately lost to Antrim in the final. The 2009 championship was one of the most memorable in Wicklow's history. They won their Leinster first game against Longford by 1-13 before narrowly losing to Westmeath in the next round by 2. Division 4 teams were allowed to enter the qualifiers again by 2009, and so Wicklow began their campaign by beating Fermanagh in the first round. They then comfortably beat Cavan by 2 in the second round. They dramatically beat down by 0-17 thanks to a late 45 that was scored by Tony Hannon before their famous run finally came to an end when Kildare beat them by 2 in the last round of the qualifiers. In 2010, Wicklow beat Carlow in the first round of the Leinster Championship, but again narrowly lost out in the quarter-final, this time to Westmeath by a single point, to 1-11, but unfortunately they were unable to repeat their historic 2009 qualifier run, losing out to Cavan in the first round, agonizingly by a single point again, to. Wicklow's 2011 Leinster campaign started poorly with a 0-5 first-round defeat by Kildare. However, they bounced back well, defeating Sligo by 2 in the first round of the qualifiers. In the second round, they drew with Armagh 2-13 before losing the replay at home by 2. This brought an end to Mick O'Dwyer's 5 years as manager of the Wicklow footballers. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of after O'Dwyer and explore its various aspects. Harry Murphy succeeded Dwyer as manager in 2011. He lasted until 2014. Johnny McGee succeeded Murphy as manager in 2014. He lasted until 2017. John Evans took over as manager in 2017. He lasted until 2019. Davy Burke took over as manager in 2019. He departed as manager in 2021. Former Louth manager Colin Kelly succeeded Burke as manager, appointed in October 2021. However, he left in March 2022, citing work commitments. After Kelly resigned suddenly during the league campaign in early 2022, Alan Costello and Gary Duffy were appointed jointly as his successors. As we progress, let's zoom in on current panel and examine its role in shaping our overall narrative. In player has had an injury which has affected recent involvement with the county team. Red player has since retired from the county team. Out player has since withdrawn from the county team due to a non-injury issue. Let's now turn our attention to current management team and examine its role within the larger context. Appointed 3 September Fermanagh, Oisín McConville chief coach, Joe Corley selectors. Without further ado, let's move on to the topic of managerial history. This is a list of people who have managed the Wicklow County football team. Interim manager. Key. Let's now zoom in on notable players and uncover the hidden gems that lie within. Rory Finn, Jim Rogers. Now, let's delve into the intricacies of All-Stars and explore its various aspects. Wicklow has one All-Star. 1990, Kevin O'Brien. With that being said, let's now move on to National. All-Ireland Senior B Football Championship. Winners won, 1992 Tommy Murphy Cup. Winners won, 2007. Runners-up won, Ernfield Division 4. Winners won, 2012 All-Ireland Junior Football Championship. Winners 2, 1936, 2002 All-Ireland Senior Club Football Championship. Winners 1, Baltinglis, 1990 All-Ireland Vocational Schools Championship Football. Winners 3, 1974, 1983, 2006. Let's now shift gears and explore provincial through a critical lens, uncovering its strengths and weaknesses. Leinster Senior Football Championship. Runners-up 1, 1897. Semi-finalists 14, latest in 1995 Aughrim Cup. Winners 4, 1955, 1957, 1986, 1996 Leinster Junior Football Championship. Winners 6, 1906, 1909, 1936, 1949, 1969, 2002 Leinster Under-21 Football Championship. Runners-up 5, 1967, 1969, 1990, 1991, 2002 Leinster Minor Football Championship. Winners 1, 1974. Runners-up 3, 1952, 1993, 1997. Have any questions or topics you'd like me to cover in future videos? Let me know in the comments.